Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story so wild, you'll swear it's straight out of a Hollywood script. We're heading to Burkina Faso, a West African nation that's suddenly front and center in global headlines. Not for its rich culture or gold reserves, but for a leader whose actions are rewriting the rules of power. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the youngest president in the world, is a man wrapped in enigma, controversy, and jaw-dropping twists. From midnight coups to shadowy alliances, his rule is a roller coaster you won't believe. Let's break down the 7 shocking truths that make Traoré one of the most unpredictable figures in modern politics. 1. From soldier to president, the overnight takeover. Imagine this. One evening, you're a mid-level military officer. By sunrise, you're the president of 22 million people. That's exactly what happened to 34-year-old Ibrahim Traoré in September 2022. In a move ripped from a spy thriller, Traoré stormed Burkina Faso's presidential palace, ousting Paul-Henri Damiba, a leader who'd also seized power in a coup just 8 months earlier. Traoré wasn't some decorated war hero or political heavyweight. He was a little-known artillery captain, more comfortable on the battlefield than in boardrooms. His pitch to the people, a vow to crush the jihadist violence tearing the country apart, a crisis past leaders had failed to stop. But here's the kicker. Traoré didn't just take power. He bulldozed Burkina Faso's constitution, banned political parties, and promised to reclaim the nation's soul. The world scrambled to make sense of him. Was he a patriot capitalizing on public anger, or a power-hungry opportunist? Critics doubted a rookie leader could unite a fractured nation. Yet, Traoré's message hit home for citizens tired of empty promises. But this was just the beginning. 2. Breaking up with France and flirting with Russia. For 60 years, Burkina Faso was tethered to France, its former colonizer. French troops were stationed there, officially to fight extremists, but many locals suspected they were guarding French interests in gold and uranium. Then, in early 2023, Traoré dropped a bombshell. France had 48 hours to pull out its military. Diplomats panicked, soldiers packed up, and just like that, Burkina Faso cut ties with its old master. But Traoré wasn't leaving a void. Within weeks, rumors swirled of Russian flags at government rallies and shadowy Wagner Group mercenaries training Burkinabe troops. Social media lit up with photos of Traoré wearing Russian-branded gear, sparking theories of a secret deal. The message: Burkina Faso had traded Paris for Moscow. Why the switch? Traoré called it a rejection of colonialism. We seek partners, not overlords. But skeptics saw desperation. Russia's African ventures often demand resources or political favors in exchange. And while Traoré claims security has improved, Wagner's brutal tactics and his crackdowns on critics have drawn global heat. Is this a new Cold War in Africa? Stay tuned. Before we dive deeper, I want to thank you, our amazing community. Your support fuels these deep dives into stories that matter. Whether you're here for the drama, the truth, or the WTF moments, every like, comment, and share helps us grow. Let's keep uncovering the unseen together. Now, back to the mystery. 3. The Invisible Man speech. Prophet or puppet? If Traoré's politics weren't strange enough, a 2023 speech left everyone scratching their heads. Addressing a crowd, he calmly said, "An invisible man guides me. He is always present." Cue the silence. Was this a metaphor, a spiritual reference, or something darker? Theories exploded. Religious groups called it divine guidance, aligning with Burkina Faso's Muslim majority. Conspiracy nuts whispered about a Russian handler, a ghostly Wagner agent pulling strings. Memes dubbed Traoré the star of a supernatural thriller. But with no explanation, the mystery deepened. In a region where leaders often mix faith and power, was this clever propaganda? or a peek into Traoré's psyche? The big question: who's really calling the shots? A visionary leader or a pawn in a global game? The answer: as elusive as the invisible man himself. The coup leader who can't escape coups. Irony alert: Traoré, who grabbed power by force, nearly lost it the same way. In September 2023, dissident soldiers allegedly plotted to overthrow him. The coup failed, but it exposed cracks in his military. Some officers hated his reliance on Russian mercenaries. Others accused him of failing to protect civilians. This is Burkina Faso's curse. Leaders who rise through coups often fall by them. Now, Traoré walks a tightrope, crushing dissent while promising security. But pressure is mounting. If the coup master can't stop coups, what hope does the country have? 5. The mysterious wedding ring. But where's the wife? Here's the twist that's got the internet buzzing. Traoré wears a wedding ring, but no one's ever seen his wife. No photos, no name, no public mentions. In an age where leaders' families are front-page news, this is beyond strange. Is he shielding her from danger? Burkina Faso's politics are deadly, so maybe. But skeptics have wilder ideas. Is the ring a prop to seem stable? A distraction? Proof his entire persona is a lie? Whatever the truth, the missing First Lady mirrors Traoré's rule, shrouded in secrecy. 6. The Patriot tax. Funding war or fueling corruption? In 2023, Traoré launched a controversial policy, a mandatory Patriot tax to fund the war on jihadists. Every adult had to pay approximately $5 monthly, a huge ask in a country where 40% live in poverty. Critics called it robbery. Protests erupted, with citizens accusing Traoré of exploiting patriotism to line pockets. But he fired back: victory requires sacrifice. Where's the money going? Some say it arms local militias. Others whisper it's funneled to Russian allies or Traoré's cronies. Is this a desperate bid for survival or a slide into tyranny? 7. Midnight Purge. The allies who vanished. In March 2024, Traoré shocked supporters by arresting 3 military advisors, men who'd helped him seize power. State media called them traitors, but offered zero proof. They were dragged from their homes at midnight, disappearing into silence. The purge terrified Burkina Faso's elites. Was this a warning to rivals? A sign of paranoia? Traoré, the revolutionary hero, was now using the same repression he'd once denounced. A turning point, or a descent into dictatorship. The ultimate mystery. Who's really in charge? Traoré's saga is a mirror for modern Africa. Colonial scars, extremism, and the fight for sovereignty. Is he a hero, a puppet, or a man cracking under pressure? One thing's clear: in Burkina Faso, truth is stranger than fiction. And in today's geopolitical chaos, the next chapter could be even crazier. What's your take? Is Traoré a savior, a puppet, or a dictator in disguise? Drop your theories below. We're all detectives here, and if you're hooked on unraveling the world's wildest stories, hit subscribe and smash that bell. The truth's out there, and we're chasing it together. Thanks for watching. Stay curious.